Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. It's me, Killer Snow, and today we are going to be photoshopping some stuff. Oh yeah, that also means that I should probably, what is it? Is that the hotkey combination? I think that's it. To turn off HDR? Yeah, cool. So HDR's turned off. Things shouldn't be blown out or anything for you guys on your end. So I'm a little annoyed at my camera. I actually did try and fix it, and it refuses to work. It's because I'm using an experimental NVIDIA broadcaster software that turns my camera into a virtual camera and then does a bunch of effects to it, mainly the fading away of my background to black without me needing a green screen, but then being more effective with the green screen. And the most important thing is the auto tracking, because I stand up and sit down and move and shift my weight and move my head out of frame all the time. So it was very useful before, but now it's having a lot of issues. And I'd like to fix them by just kind of wiping my computer. Sound alerts browser source is offline. Oh no. Let me take a look at that. How is it offline? If it's not working, then that means that something's wrong with the Sound Alerts website, and that I can't fix that. So, unfortunately, a lot of things are falling apart right now, and I'd like to wipe my computer, fire it back up again, and put everything back on there cleanly and more organized, and make sure that things aren't breaking and that I'm not having a bunch of old files and stuff messing with it. The problem is that since I'm currently taking classes and stuff, I'm not willing to risk messing up anything during that process and forgetting something that I need for school, or accidentally losing any one of my projects. So I want to finish out my summer semester, and then between summer semester and the fall semester, I'm going to take some time, back up everything, and then I'm going to, transfer. I'm going to wipe everything clean and then do a fresh install of everything. That includes all of my launchers, all of the games that I intend to play, and I say intend to play because I have like 2 hard drives that are just Steam stuff, and I realize I don't really need to do that. I don't need to have them downloaded all like that, so I need to do some cleaning. And that's not the only reason I'm annoyed, ladies and gentlemen. I am annoyed because when I use Photoshop, I usually use the my XP pen tablet and a stylus. Well, let me tell you, when I needlessly rushed out of class on Thursday, yesterday, I left so quickly that I forgot 2 very important things on the desk. One of them was my Oakley sunglasses. So that's $200 gone, because I know that's not going to be held there. Someone snatched that up and said, "Oh, thanks, universe." And second, which was probably claimed by the school itself, was my stylus. So now I have a tablet with no stylus. So no point in using the tablet. I'm annoyed. Honestly, no point in even having the fucking thing right now if I don't have the stylus. But I could use this as an excuse to just go ahead and get a bigger, better tablet. So I think I might do that. So annoyed. I need to get new sunglasses too. I'm annoyed. I just realized all of this today as I was trying to fix my camera, and then I was messing with Streamlabs, and everything just kind of hit me all at once while I was setting up for today. So as per usual, let me know if the music's too loud or anything. What we're doing today is, well, first I'm going to open up this over here, off in a corner. So that way I can see. Time to Bob Ross it up a little bit. We're not hand drawing anything in here unless we need to like do a little patch of something or other here and there. I just need a minute to go into my email and pull the photos. Oh, whoa, 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 that is not the code that I was given. That is also not the code I was given. There we go. My message couldn't be delivered? Oh no. Wait, what? Mimecast. Were those the pictures of... Oh, fuck, those were the pictures. I needed that. Oh well, good thing I got permission from my instructor to use any of the other images that are on Instagram for this particular thing. Give me a second. So, my instructor has an adorable service animal named Aria. Hello? Why is Instagram being a problem right now? Hey, Z-Day, thank you so much for the oh shit, 23 months. Yeah, time has flown. What the crap, man. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I am having some serious problems with my computer right now. What's another internet application? Chrome, there we go. Why is this shit not letting me, like, into my account? This is getting annoying. Yeah, save that. Alright, cool. Now I can change some things. I need to switch my account to okay, it's not going to let me do that because even though it's linked, it doesn't really want to register it as linked. That's great. We're having a fun time. We're having a very fun time. I just don't want y'all to see my Instagram here. Right, it's Walking with Arya. There we go. Arya, House of Bark. Okay, so this is Arya. This is the service dog in the in my animation class, and luckily I think my teacher likes me enough that they gave me permission to grab any of the photos on Instagram to use for this particular assignment. So what I need to do is grab a photo of the dog and modify it. I need to composite 3 things into the photo. So like I could take this one and then like put Keanu Reeves and then like Matt Damon and like just random celebrities, because this guy's got a very celebrity look to the face, and I'm pretty sure that's just my teacher's husband. So kudos to her, man's gorgeous. Or we could ooh. I went to CorgiCon. I've got photos of corgis and shit all in the sand. So okay, we win. We win. Today, Arya is going to have a photo that makes it look like she's just annoyed with a flood of corgis somewhere. Right, I need to rip that photo. And it's probably not gonna let me. Yeah, it does the web page thing. I don't like that. Oh yeah, that's right. I need to share to. No, copy link. No, it was supposed to be like an option in the thing itself, wasn't it? Or is that only on... No. Okay, I know what to do. She'll deal with it. She knows what I'm doing. Alright, so we're going to take this, do this, because for some reason Windows seems to think that this is a more efficient way to do screenshots. So, you know, I miss being able to just hit print screen. I don't know who approved this. Probably the Supreme Courts. There aren't any corgis in that image, though. Correct, there are no corgis in this image, though, and that is a problem, right? So, naturally, I'm going to drag my picture thing off to the side first, and then we're going to go into my iCloud photos, and I should be able to change the sorting priority once it populates thousands of photos. I'll change the sorting priority to date and scroll back like a week or two, and you're going to see so many corgis. Like, I have them, it's all on my iCloud stuff, because I obviously was just snapping the photos with my phone, and it synced to everything else, except for, obviously, my PC. Which I do intend to get one of the new, like, massive productivity unit PCs that they just came out with for Mac, just so that way I have something that I can do my my media work on, and keep that separate from the stream stuff, separate from the actual game development, like game engine running one and all this other stuff. Like, my goal eventually is to just have a different rig for every different task that I need to do professionally or personally. Make sure you don't open your homework folder on screen, huh? Yeah. Why? Are you, like, messaging me through your phone? Are you messaging through your phone or something? Because it's changing all of your punctuation to ampersand, #39, semicolon. Yeah, those are the things that are being inserted instead of an apostrophe. And for your air quotes for around homework, it says ampersand QUOT semicolon homework ampersand QUOT semicolon. You're speaking the language of the gods. You've reverted to literally just talking in code. It's okay. I can understand it. Now we can have some real conversations. Nope, on Twitch, on my computer. Well, that is real weird. Odd. It's doing that on other people's streams, too. Yeah. Muy interesante. Okay, yeah, see, this is the type of photo that I knew I should try and not, yep. That's why we not opening that. Did I save this photo yet? I did not. Also, let me see if I can find a couple of other ones here. That's a lovely photo. Like, this dog is photogenic as hell. But we only ever see her laying down in class. Bet. I love it. I want it. We're taking that one too. No. We'll redo it. I don't want the that in there, but I also don't want to cut off any part of Aria here, so we're just going to start from the bottom instead of the top. There, that makes a lot more sense. Try and keep it even. There we go. Oh no, the dots! I'll get rid of the dots. We can edit out dots. Dots are okay. And now let's see if we can't find another. Oh, I love that she did the Polaroid. That's the same type of Polaroid style that that Daniela loves. This is a nice one too. Look at how intense that dog's eyes are. Excuse me, how dare you? How dare you look at me with the intensity of, like, Luffy being really pissed off at someone, or like what's his name? Why am I forgetting the name of a warlord of the sea? Hawkeye Mihawk. There we go. That's some Hawkeye Mihawk vibes right there. Right in there. That's gorgeous. For those that don't know, I'm obsessed with dogs. I love dogs. Can't wait to get one. Okay, so I'm going to copy like all of my corgi photos here. Let's grab this and these all. Yeah, yes sir. Hang on, it's still trying to load the photos. It's about like, yeah, no, it's not close. Let's see, we got 64 items selected so far. I think there was like 119 photos that I took. Yeah, okay. That's all of them. I'm going to copy them, and then I'm going to go to my actual pictures folder and new folder and CorgiCon. Now I know that this CorgiCon folder is going to be nice and clean. We just need to give it a second. It's 2 gigs worth of photos that need to first be downloaded from my iCloud and then tossed on there. Baby, I ain't talking about Malibu. I need to go to a live DPS show at one point, whenever it's fucking possible. Do this for all current. Try again. Just always try again, because I know it's going to have troubles with making everything. Do this for all current items, I said. It's going to make me keep doing it. It's trying to copy the photos faster than they're downloading themselves from what you call it, from Apple. So crazy. 8, 16, 24, 26, 27. Jesus. I can count them individually as they're going. We have a few hundred more. Not a few hundred. We have like another. We got some photos to go here. There. We can make a game of this. So I'm just gonna keep the amount off to the side, and I'm gonna need some. You know what? I'm gonna hide my no video thing too, because it's kind of obstructive for this particular thing. So we're gonna hide that, and I'll toss that back on once we're done and out of here. Hello? Stop selecting things. There we go. What is this? Oh no, it's asking for permission to do something again, I'm sure. Right? Should be. Pause. Like, why do I feel like there's a window open somewhere that's waiting for a response? Oh, nope. There we go. I made it work. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna drag in once this is all done. If I try and do too much, Windows Explorer will freak out and be like, "Oh, I can't handle it," and it'll break. Another reason why I really need to just kind of do a clean sweep of everything. We've moved our setup around and done a bunch of stuff and swapped out hard drives and stuff over the course of the last year and a half, almost 2 years now with Aurora. So we'll work on it. Where's my photos? There they are. Yo, when I say that this was quite possibly, for me, the happiest place on Earth, it was like the happiest place on Earth. Let's see, so I was playing a game of League of Legends against AI and did fairly well, got about 2-3 kills on my team. Oh, got about 2/3 of the kills on my team. Over that, actually. Very nice. I haven't played League of Legends. I think I did try League of Legends once, and I was like, oh no, I can see myself like losing myself to this because I had just dug myself out of World of Warcraft and I didn't want to just jump into another hole immediately. I wanted to like I wanted to take my time and date around with some single player games before jumping into another MMORPG like that or another MMO or a MOBA. Um, so I didn't really get into it, and then one day when I was on staff, no, I was on CQ, 24-hour CQ, and it was after hours, so I brought my my little game box, which is a screen inside of like a plastic briefcase thing that you can hook your consoles up to, and then you can have mobile console gameplay. So I had that, and I had my PlayStation hooked up, and I found Smite, and Smite is it's a MOBA, so it's the same type of it's the same concept as League of Legends, but I liked the graphics a lot more, and it uses gods from all religions. Well, not all religions, but it's basically League of Legends, but for the gods. And I was about it. That's the one that I let myself kind of dip into a little bit, and I spent some money on it and stuff to go ahead and get all the gods unlocked and everything, because I hated doing the whole here's some free gods and here's some paid, and like you only get like 2 free gods a day, and whatever the case was, as soon as I saw it, I was like, you know what, I've got disposable income here, give me everything. Oh, let's see. Team kills were 55. I got 36. Very nice. Yeah, my friend likes playing and drags me around with it, so I've gotten into it as well a bit. Oh. Well, yeah, I mean, it's easier to get into games when, especially if it's someone recommended it to you, it's easier to get into it if that person is playing with you and, kind of guiding you through. My classmates were talking up Destiny 2 again, and I was like, I played it before, I played all the content they had available when it released, and then I left it alone. And then I went back when I saw that they had like darkness as a new power, so I was like, oh, okay, that's different considering everything was always all about the light of the Traveler and all this stuff. So I picked it up again, and I unlocked the class. I enjoyed it a little bit, and then I was like, I'm bored again because I don't have anyone. So all I was doing was running around back and forth between public public events, and that was my interactions with people. It's an over-the-shoulder style MOBA instead of that high-up, eagle-eyed view of League of Legends. Yeah. Played Smite a bit. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I also like, it's on Battle.net Launcher. What was it? It's all their Blizzard characters. Heroes of the Storm. I like Heroes of the Storm, because it has all the art styles of like World of Warcraft and all that stuff, and it kind of mashes several universes that I've spent my childhood and my teen years in. It mashes them together, and I enjoy that. Stasis, and now they also reworking the original 3 subclasses to function similarly to the Dark. Yeah, I noticed that, because I went ahead and repurchased Destiny 2 on PC because I had it for PS4 and I didn't want to, be playing it on PS4. So I moved over to PC and got all of that stuff, and Destiny 2 is a lot of grinding. Yeah, that's fine, and I wouldn't mind doing the grinding if I just had someone to like talk to while I was doing it, and someone else to be suffering through the grind with me, and maybe compete against another person. Be like, hey, let's see who can get as much of this resource in whichever area, and just little things to go ahead and make it more fun than just mindlessly turning my brain off, running around shooting things in the head and picking up tiny little resources and glimmer every now and again to upgrade one gun once. Like, I get it, but I can't even like get into better group content or anything because the LFG thing, the looking for group thing that automatically groups you with people when you choose to do like the playlist things. I forgot what they're called. I know there's Nightfalls and all that stuff, but like the regular version of the dungeons, just whatever groups you up with other people. I don't know why, but it kept on just grouping me up with people that either had no idea what they were doing or just didn't care. So a lot of the dungeons had this whole like split where it would dump you into the open world for a little bit, and then you'd have to like drive to the actual location, and they'd just be out there fighting and murdering things, and I'm like trying to proceed so that way I can do something else, and I can't talk to them, and it's basically just playing with NPCs. You know, and that's fine if the game is meant to be that way. Like, if it's a single-player game where you're only interacting with NPCs, then sure, why is that there? That shouldn't be there. Let me glance over, because I was pretty sure I had clipped out everything else. We don't need the flowers that I got a picture of, because I wanted to use that as a texture. This is not needed either. This is a bad photo. Distraction. That's just a bunch of that. That's nothing. Not that important. Like, come on. This was the happiest place on Earth. Particularly this tent. This tent was the happiest place on Earth. Just happiness for all. For everyone involved. Except for maybe that guy. So this is why I said that photo with Arya being in the sand was perfect. So we're going to go ahead and pull that photo. Now that we have fully downloaded all the other ones. And, okay, there was that one, and, yep, here we go. They preach. God among common men. 10 by 8. There we go. That feels a little bit better. Yeah. No distraction. So unfortunately, the quality of the photo probably isn't going to be at its absolute best because of the fact that I did have to use the screenshot tool for it. And it's a sad time. But we are on a 300 pixel canvas, so we're going to do what we can with it. Right? We're going to rasterize this layer, and we're going to name it. Always name your shit. And this is an original too, so we don't want to... Oh wow, let me spell. Original Arya and Friends. Okay, so we're going to take that. We're going to duplicate this as well. Duplicate. I want to make sure that I include any and all of the originals of the photos I use untouched, like in a little folder at the bottom. So we're going to make sure that we kind of adhere to that a little bit. And one of the best things is that where we are, where this photo was taken, I've been there because this is basically a photo from like that sand dune or one of the sand dunes that are very similar to it. Love that. Yeah, look at this. I was standing on one of them during CorgiCon trying to find out where all the corgis at. Because they were kind of hard to track down. They gave instructions, or rather they put like vague directions. And after those vague directions, there was actually another 2 or 3 miles to go to get there. So I was on foot, and it was not a fun time. I think I want this dog in there. I'll edit out her leash or something, and I'll have her off to the side. Hey, oi, oi! I'm gonna spotted corgi. So that's an original. So we need 3 things, right? I'm pretty sure. Reality. I will protect you. Oh, I just saw your message on in the DMs, Z-Day. Sorry you were bored. I technically could have started earlier. I just didn't want to. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I technically could have been streaming yesterday. I didn't have anything going on all day, but I decided to just chill and game by myself, or I was gaming with another streamer for a good while, actually, and it was an entertaining time, and it felt nice not to have the obligation to entertain others for my stream. It was nice to just do it for someone else's, because that interaction just came a lot more naturally somehow. What's this? Oi, oi, get out of my sandwich. No. Wanted to see what you'd say. Well, that's what I'd say. I'd say I don't wanna. I try and stick to the times, at least for right now. I have very, very time-based anxiety, so whenever I start to try and play around with things too much, it can go poorly for me. I think I want this buried corgi. Do I call this one the sand corgi? Yeah, you're the sand corgi. Rasterize that layer. Or do you think this photo would have been better? Given that this is the original photo, would that have been better, like somewhere off over here as a lump, or do we want the one where it's facing us and just kind of put it a little closer, or like over here? Nah, I think the corgi of the sand. What is your wisdom? I could make a that could definitely become a meme format, actually. Thank you for that. Yeah, we're gonna turn that into like a meme template and then disseminate it and see what people do. I think that'll be fun. I'll put it on Twitter or something, so that way people can rip it from there and have fun editing it. So we've got a lot of costumed corgis facing us, but having it in a distance, so he's spying the dog. Okay, okay, I like that. So, like, over here, we could scale it down a little bit and toss it over there. Okay. And remember, we are going to be, like, doing some editing on these, where we're going to be taking the, backgrounds out of the photos that we're taking these corgis from and all that stuff. And, we're going to do some stuff here. I also kind of want to see if I can get a perfect grab of this corgi and have it just snipped off to the side here. Because for this corgi, for the spotted corgi, even though she's coming from this direction, we can just flip the photo and have her come from the other side and be in the back. I think that's what we'll do. I want a good sun one to get the angle right here. I think this'll probably be... No, I want this one. I don't know, because the sun reflecting off of the glasses is, like, really intense. We can bring that down. Never mind. Why am I being dumb? This one is the most photogenic one. Just come on out. There you go. That's nice. Yeah. This is gonna be great. All right, we're gonna name you Chill Corgi. And yeah, I know I did type Corgio for a second. It's because I wanted to type Corgi, but my hands wanted to type Corgo because I'm used to typing out to my friends. Okay, so we have our original photos. We're going to make sure that all of these are rasterized, and we're going to put them all into a folder. Not this one here. We're going to make sure that we also rename these to original, so that way I know not to mess with them accidentally by being in the layer that they're on. Original. I realize I should have just made a, put them in the folder, copied it, and then added original to the things after. What is... Let's go to the list, check. I'm betting my kids bet. Let's dive in that topic. What would happen if I didn't stop it? What would happen if I Okay, so now that we have these, we're going to, making sure I'm clicked in here. Control G doesn't delete them. We're grouping it, and we're going to call this original dogs. And we can delete Aria and friends there because we have the originals here. So we're just going to copy this entire folder, duplicate group, and it'll be dogs for edit. And this is where we take the original out of the words, and for Aria and friends, we take it out of this folder entirely, because this is going to be that like top layer, or rather the bottom layer, I guess. Yeah. Well, we need to get our stuff from here first, right? So everything that we cut out from these three photos in the dogs for edit, we're going to put it above this layer, and this is just going to be the locked base layer. Actually, do I want it locked? Give me a moment here, because I do want to kind of sharpen that up a little bit, if possible. Let's Alt Control F to continue doing it. There we go. Yeah, that's really how we wanted it. It's crazy. Remove lens blur, reduce noise 100%, get that radius. What is that? What's it doing? There was a difference that happened and then just like disappeared. Okay, there we go. Now we can see what the crap is happening here. So let's turn that radius down again. Damn, that smart filter, that smart sharpening isn't really... Don't want to offset. It would be a sharpening thing, but... What if... I see. Okay, so we can actually get into more interesting things with advanced here. Reduce color noise. Let's see what happens when we have that all the way up. Nothing? Off? Any change? Doesn't really look like it. We'll leave that at 45. Let's go to sharpen details. What happens when we crank that all the way up? It starts giving it that crack-allure look. Yeah, it's not too crazy. Alright, we'll just leave that as is for now, and we're just going to start our editing process. So we're going to close that out. We're going to hide our original dogs folder and lock it, because we're not messing with those. Aria and Friends, we're also locking that. We're not messing with that one anymore. And we're going to start out with the Chill Corgi right here. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to, let's see, Selection Tool, and we're going to go to Object Selection, because this is a tool that I didn't use before, and this is the one thing that I have learned in this class so far that I didn't mess with before that is really nice, because look at that. You see that? And then I just click it. I clicked it, and look what happened. It selected everything in that highlighted area. That's fantastic. That's better than the magic wand, in my opinion. Don't at me. Ugh, and then I can just go into the lasso here, because you see it grabbed some of the dog's shadow. Actually, do we want the shadow? No, I'll make a custom one. So we're holding Alt, and then we're going to left-click and try and follow old Fido's paw here a little bit, and then we're going to come around and make sure we circled up all of that, because that closes it out, and now we have our thing. Oh, we see that it also grabs some shadow here, so I'm going to go ahead and clip a little bit more. Alright, there we go. That's smooth. Alright, we want to make sure that we're minimizing the amount of like pavement that we're getting in with this as well, because even though after a while it can potentially look like the sand, if it's too much of a contrast, it'll look really, really off. Disrespectful. Yeah, we're gonna be meticulous with this one. We've been a little bit lazier with some of these Photoshop assignments, just because we've done the whole Photoshop thing before. But you know, we can offer up some better work, and you know, I am very upset that I do not have my stylus, so I can't use the tablet that I've, you know, gotten accustomed to using and gotten good with using, because it's, you know, what I should be doing as a professional. But I'll make sure to have backup styluses and everything. I know that I can probably just get the stylus, but I have been thinking about getting a new what you call it thing. You know, cool. New tablet. There we go. Because I don't need this. I'm going to you know what, actually, let's leave that in. That doesn't seem like too crazy of a thing. Nice and tight cropping. I think I'm okay with it. So we're going to go to Edit, and not try to Control X. So we're going to Control X that out, and that corgi is gone. So we can zoom out here, and I'm going to go up here and drop a layer, and we're going to paste this corgi into that layer. Behold, we now have a corgi on a layer that we can do whatever we want with, and if we turn off the background and everything else, it's like it's a PNG. It's just a corgi that you can drop anywhere. It's great. How do you not enjoy a corgi that you can place anywhere? It's fantastic. I'm sorry. This is just... Alright, so let's turn our background back on. Actually, we can leave it off. It's not really necessary right now. We're going to take this... he has layers. He is a layer. He is a component of Ogre. And this one was Chill Corgi, right? Yeah. I need to change the... I need to drop original off of those things. Because I'm also going to have, you know, just the names that I picked for them as the thing for their standalone layers, but I don't want to call it like standalone Chill Corgi and then Chill Corgi down in the dogs for edit and then original Chill Corgi and all that. It's too much. So it's going to be the original Chill Corgi, or rather the original Corgis, the Corgis for edit, and then the Corgis themselves for tossing it in there. This naming convention, it seems like it can be convoluted and like I'm thinking too much into it, but this is something that they harp on in the industry a lot, and something that people should really pay attention to is how you're naming your stuff, because if you turn in shit that just says, like, this used to say layer 1, if I had anything that just said layer whatever, that's a failing grade. And that's an amateur move. So we want to make sure we name everything for edit. And try and keep it, keep the naming convention, like, uniform across the project, so that way we don't, you know, make things too confusing by saying, oh, you called it that over like down here, but it's kind of the same thing here, but now it's different naming. Nah, you don't want to do that to people. No one will ever want to work with you. I won't ever want to work with you. Alright, so let's hide that Chill Corgi, because now it's time for the Sand Corgi for edit. And that's a good corgi. Oh, I'm gonna have to edit it so that way that one's not as bright, because the sun was really hitting that guy. Whiskers, hey Whiskers, welcome. What are we doing with the dogs? Okay, so I was requested to taking a bunch of single corgos and putting them all together. Yes, so the Instagram account, Walking with Arya, this Instagram right here, is run by one of my instructors, and by the way, this is my my teacher for animation. This is the instructor I'm talking about. She's my teacher for animation, and she's also, her first job out of this school was animating the Chipmunks in the second Chipmunk movie. So, like, that threw me for a little bit of a loop. So I'm in good hands, I think. And she likes to make us do 2 assignments per homework. So it's like one of our own choosing, given the things that we had to practice. And then the other one that we have to do is take, like, she'll give us photos of her dog and tell us to do the assignment, but with the photos of the dog, just as a practice to make sure we understand it. And I got permission from her to go onto the Instagram and get any photo I want to edit, because she's already seen that I know what I'm doing in Photoshop for the most part. So I decided to grab the photo of Arya looking all stony-faced here on the beach with some friends who were all dirty and grimy. But I recently went to CorgiCon here in San Francisco. And at CorgiCon, there are a ass ton of corgis all over the place, and other types of dogs too, but corgis have become a weakness of mine, and I am not ashamed to admit it, honestly. I would not be able to hide it in public. If I saw a thick corgi like this absolute unit right here, I squealed like a little bitch. And I'm not afraid to say it, I'm not afraid to admit it, because it was exciting to see such a large, chunky, lovable dog. There was nothing but love and fun in the air at this event. So that's me talking up CorgiCon enough. But so the assignment is to she's teaching the class how to take things from other photos and mesh them together into new photos and make it look clean and make it look like it belongs there. So CorgiCon was at the same beach that she took this photo at. I showed earlier that I have photos that I took from the angle of basically being on top of these sandbanks. So, since CorgiCon was at the same exact beach, it only made sense for me to try and grab things that were from the same location. It makes it a little bit easier to edit that stuff. You're going to be lurking while working? Hey, that's fair enough too. I can appreciate that. Thank you for being here. And if you ever want to hear specifics of what's going on or anything like that, any questions, I'm here for that. I love that. So we're going to hide that layer of Ario with her friends, and we're going to go back to our Sand Corgi for edit. And also, there's a delay on the stream, so his response from things typed comes a few seconds after you type it. Correct! Correct. It makes the encoding a little bit smoother. At least that's what they told me years ago when I started streaming. If that's changed, no one has informed me. This is still my new favorite tool, is that I can just go to object selection and it's done. I don't have to mess with grabbing individual colors with the magic wand, and I don't have to worry about meticulously going through with the lasso initially. Like, I can go through with the lasso now and clean it up, obviously, which we're gonna do because we're setting a... Actually, we don't need to because this is all sand. It's all sand. Somewhere, Anakin Skywalker is freaking the fuck out because this is all sand. We don't need to worry about this anymore. So now I just do this, and then I cut that Sand Corgi out. The Sand Corgi for edit is done, and now we make another new layer up here. At Whiskers, also, if you don't know about it, look into Regiment GG, military gaming community, over 10,000 strong. Check them out on Twitter. Oh yeah, that's right. I found you off of Hover, and when I read your bio, I was like, well, shit. Well, actually, you followed me on Hover. I followed you back, and then I was like, I'm gonna check out his Twitch. I saw your Twitch. I read your bio, and I was like, oh fuck yeah, I'm down, absolutely down. I'll look into it. I'll probably wind up on your channel again at some point or another. Yeah, I'll definitely look into that. Thank you. Right, where was I? Layer, paste, Sand Corgi. Good old Sand Corgi. You're gonna be a fun one. We're gonna have to edit the Sand Corgi though, and we're gonna filter and reduce some of that brightness because this photo is not that bright unless we put the Sand Corgi like somewhere over here. Awesome. Awesome. You know what? I have this open over here, so I'm just gonna open up a tab off to the side so that way I can. Is my Twitter logged in here? It's not. I don't want to do that. On the smack. All right. Looks like I will instead open up this, and we'll open up a new tab. And we're going to... Fuck. What was I looking for? Anakin would be freaking out in the future since that's in a far and advanced time period. Oh, always trying to support those that show up. Hey, I appreciate that. Right, I'm on the tweet, and we're looking for Regiment GG. I dropped that follow. I'm pretty sure I'm on my main account because I have my main and now an art account, but I'll drop in that follow now so that way I can remember to check it out a little bit later, or I'll start at least seeing the content that'll remind me to check it out more. So, appreciate that. Next, the spotted corgi for edit. You chungus. We're gonna get you. We're gonna get you. Come here. Yeah, I already said object selection. Hurry up, calculate. I know that it's taking its time to figure things out. Come on. Oh, it's because I'm on the sand corgi there. Let's click in here. Yeah, that's the stuff. And it looks like they're cutting off the leash, but I'm actually going to recapture that leash with the lasso because we're about that. Oh, whoops. Yeah, there we go. We don't mind that there's shadows in this one because it's of course on sand anyway. I am a little bothered by whatever this is that's sticking out here. It looks not clean. You are unclean. I'm gonna get this out of here. There we go. And alright, we're gonna go ahead and smack this up here too. We want this. Perfect. Ooh, okay. Yeah, we didn't want a jawless dog. Thanks. Now, I'm not trying to cut out the shadows in the sand because, you know, we want shadows in sand. The only reason I cut it out for the chill corgi is because the chill corgi was on cement. So, we have to be careful with that. Unclean. Unclean! Alright. So we have now cut out the spotted corgi for edit. I'm excited. Let's drop this one here. Oh. Nope. Nope. I'm sorry. Let's go back to the spotted corgi layer. Yeah, no, that's not clean enough for me. I need that blue gone. So we're going to get real close now. I got close enough that it started to pixelate, and I did that for a reason, because I want to see where the majority of those blue pixels are, and omit as many of them as I can. Alright, so we're going to get rid of this part first. Yeah, see, that feels a little bit better, and it also grabbed like this chunk here, which wasn't necessary. And although I don't mind having sand, this part also has, you know, a little bit of tarp. It's got some of this here. It's got the shadows of that there, so we don't want that in there. Alright. I feel better about it. Now let's cut them out. And hide this. Yeah! That's what I'm talking about. Okay. So now we have the fun task of turning on Arya and friends here. And let's see what happens if I... They know, hey. All you see, oh, this is great. They know, hey. This was the same direction I already had it at, didn't I? Or no, I wanted it here. Yeah, that was the same direction I had you in. What is your current 1710 width? I don't want to gimp any of the length of this just excellent unit of a dog. And then we will scale everything uniformly. How it's moving around reminds me of Brody Quest. I don't know what Brody Quest is. Should I look it up? his dog is so much higher res than the others. I might have to add noise to it to make it like kind of match the other ones a little bit. Ready. We'll bet you getting betted. Epilepsy. Alright, let me take a look at the filter galleries and let me look at noise, add noise. Let me see the dog that you were trying to get me to like add this weird noise to. Not uniform. Do it Gaussian. What about a 5%? Not a 54%, a 5%. A 50% monochromatic, a little bit of dusting kinda helps. Yeah, that kind of gives it a little bit more of a natural feel to what's going on there. Wait. Is Spotted Corgi missing legs? No, it's just the angle. Okay. I was a little concerned that Spotted Corgi was missing legs. Yes, you should look it up, though I'm fairly certain the first bit of it and you'll instantly recognize it. Alright. I have YouTube here. No, I have no idea what this is. Yeah, no, I have no idea what you are having me subject myself to. I'll leave it up so I can look at it later, I guess. Why am I getting these messages on here? Why do I have 80,000 notifications? Alright, we can turn our music back on. Goddamn. Really? This used to be everywhere? Okay, but I'm not everywhere. I'm usually so insular and, like, not about what's going on in the world that it's very difficult for me to keep tabs on things, unless people keep me informed. There are a lot of things that would have gone without my notice between 2013 and like 2020 if people didn't like force me into conversation and like talk about things around me where I was like, wait, what happened? Because I was just severely disassociated and did not care about anything that was going on in the world, really. I mean, it sucks to admit, but it's true. We're gonna angle this a little bit because I want that right there. Love that. Okay, so what I want to do for Spotted Corgi is I also want to do a... Ooh, what's this? Oh, I'm very much the same way still. Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to break out of, and it takes a lot. Let's take a look at drop shadow. Ooh, okay. Yeah, drop shadow. I want a better angle, though. Not that angle. That's the angle, because all the other ones have that angle. Let's add distance to it. Look at that. We are getting shadow for dog. keep that multiply on. We're going to up that opacity a bit to right around there to be close to theirs. We don't need that spread to be crazy. We can leave that at 0. We can kind of alter the size here. It doesn't really need the noise too much either. We can turn that back to 0. It doesn't need noise. Perfect. Now I just need to work on adding... Let's do an adjustment to this layer. And we're going to... Is it your brightness and your contrast, or are we doing a hue saturation? Let's check the levels. Oh, no. That's changing everything. I hate when it does that. I don't want that. Unless... Can I... Yes, clip only onto that. So does that... Yes, thank you. That is what I wanted. Alright. Let's tone down some of that brightness right there. And a little auto balance. What if I just wanted to... What, color balance? Again, let's drop this levels one, and let's go to vibrance, and let's go ahead and not merge it. We want to create another clipping mask. Usually you can just drag it like right around near the top of that and it'll just clip on there, but it has not worked for me in a while, so maybe that's something that they changed in an update. It used to do that, but now you just gotta, I just right click and tell it to clip on. So instead of affecting the entire layer of or everything below what this is, because that's what was happening, now we've clipped it specifically to this layer. So this effect is only affecting this, which is what we want, because we want to go ahead and turn down some of that vibrance. Okay, maybe not turn that down too much. Adding a little color. It's nice. That's a little closer to some Aria color. And now I want to go in and fix up some of that darkness that's happening there. And around the shadow. Okay, yeah, because I added a shadow myself, so having this particular part of Corgi, let's, there we go. I'm going to... So I'm going to subtract basically everything else from this selection, because I only want that, and I want that to be gone. So we're going to take this and we're going to erase that. And then we're going to Control D, get rid of that. And now we erase that a little bit, and good. So now what we can do is we can... Oh no, I hit the wrong thing. There we go. And I'd like to drop the size of this to like, what, a 12? Will that work? Sure. So I could try and select the specific bits that are darker. You know what? I could still try and do something like that. Let's see what I do. What happens if I do that? Yeah, I can work with that. Alright, so for that come on, undo that. Alright, so for that area, we're going to... I don't know, what do I want to do? I think actually a Gaussian blur for a filter on it would honestly do something. Yeah, that's too much of a blur. Yeah. And what happens if I just kind of do that a little bit? It's not going to work. Unless... A little bit, maybe? Yeah, that's not bad. Hey, that's not bad. We got one. Alright. I swear, I know what I'm doing, and this shouldn't be that exciting for me, but I'm excited to... It's been a while since I did some fun Photoshop stuff. I'm liking this. Okay, so I'm going to take these, and I'm actually going to... Yeah, we're going to group those together, and we're going to call this the Spotted Corgi... Alright. Now we add... Ladies and gentlemen, we got one. Being like the Ghostbusters. I can't help it. I'm excited. We got one. Also, not a lot of people will get that reference anymore, and I'm sorry. I mean, people will remember probably that new Ghostbusters. I didn't watch it, but I heard a lot of atrocities about it, so I'm sorry. I apologize for those that did take the time to suffer a little bit. Alright, we definitely want to do some adjustments to this real quick. Oh yeah! I love it! It's so fucking derpy! I'm so excited, I just can't hide it. Yeah, nice. A, good reference, and B, my god, I don't know what is causing your thing to change all of your punctuation, but god awful. I'm sorry, let's... I'm gonna see if I can find actually why that's happening. Because maybe, who knows, it might be something on my end. Let's go. Let's go. Main reason I know that reference is from ERB. Yeah, no, absolutely. Mythbusters versus the Ghostbusters. Yeah, yeah. No, I've seen every single ERB and definitely watched a whole bunch of reaction videos of rappers breaking down the ERB verses to find out what's actually good and what's not, and knowing that I was absolutely correct, that the Bruce Jenner versus Bruce Banner fight was probably one of the worst ERBs ever. I don't either. Submitted a ticket with Twitch about it. Punctuation in chat is becoming letters. Yeah, there's whatever. I'm getting a whole bunch of other stuff. By the way, I found out because I didn't pay attention to it, but Gilbert Gottfried died in April, and you know, if you don't know who Gilbert Gottfried is, you're missing a childhood, and have him as a highly transparent image in the sky. I mean, I definitely could just like reduce the opacity and then like rolling on the high seas. Sort of the opacity just a little bit more. It's just like rolling on the high seas. I could also make it a I could turn the opacity back up and just turn it into like a put it on the layer below, but make it like no, it has to be above. It still has to be above. Like me, no, we don't. The crew surrender, no, we won't. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff you can do to try and do that effect. I did for my final in the class that I actually learned Photoshop in. When I did a photo bash and tossed in all bunch of things into a composition, like I made everything from scratch. Wasn't like a real base image. I needed a background image and then a bunch of other stuff, and then making sure that I had reflections, and it was some intense shit. So, doing all that kind of is making all this easy. But I did have a faint image in the sky for a particular one, so I can appreciate you requesting that. Um, so initially we said we wanted this one in like the distance or something, just like I'm a rat in the gutter. I might need to. Oh God. I might. Ha! That's perfect. Oh God, I didn't realize. Oh, sorry. Um, I was just thinking I might need to grab some of the sand around the dog. Like, buried doggo might need some of that sand to make it a more believable thing. That's what happens when I sit in the lab. I don't know. We'll work with it. Stay behind. All right, let's do some adjustments on this because I'm already getting bothered by it. We'll do the same amount of adding noise to it that we did to the other one. Yep, it's got a little bit of noise. And no, I just had another idea for Sando. Oh, that was the sentence before putting him in the sky. Yeah, she said she wanted things a bit more real. Well, that I could do, like... She's really excited to see me do a whole bunch of horror stuff because I've already marketed and advertised myself as a horror fanatic, and I've been doing, like, horror edits or spooky edits or sci-fi edits and stuff like that. And this is just a very basic edit to do the very start of it, but for the personal image for myself... I'm going to try and do something a little different. A little, well, not a little different, but a little more in line with that expectation of spooky. Let's go ahead and double click this layer and just go ahead and do the drop shadow. It's pretty much the exact same shadow. I love that. But we don't want it to be exactly the same. And we want it to have... that spread is okay. Get that distance in. It's almost there. Multiply is fine. Oh, like the global light is, okay. I can see. Oh, it changes the light for... I got it. Nice. Interesting. Okay, cool. That's a nifty one. I can appreciate that. A, like 10% noise on the shadow, and I'm okay with it. Sand Corgi needs an adjustment layer. So we're going to add the, what do we want, the color balance? No, it was vibrance that we did to the other one. And we made it into a clipping mask. And now we change Huh. No, I think I need to do a different one here. Actually, taking that saturation down kind of helped a lot. Fucked up thoughts inside my brain won't fade. I'll never find my way. I'll make the world bleed gray. I'm gonna bring the spotted corgi thing. Not the spotted corgi. What am I doing? Wrong one. We want sand corgi. Ah! Thanks for the heart attack. Fuck. C-Day. Thanks. Making sure I'm paying attention. That's so fucking kind of you. My heart. Alright. Red clouds. Down. Alright. I'm going to clip some of this sand. That's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna... And we're gonna subtract that super dark shadow. And we're going to specify no super dark shadow. There we go. The rest of that is fine. Take that out. And now let's just alright. We're going to toss the shadow into the sand corgi layer. Oh no. Okay. No, you need to merge down. Now show me where everything is. That is unfortunate. Where is this? Oh. There it is. There's our sand. Forget that. We're going to grab this. We're going to take that. We're going to shrink that. Okay, actually that's perfect right there because I'm going to change my selection type for that, and now we're going to take that and we're going to and the reason that we're going to do that is because I'm going to take this mixer brush and we're going to make sure that we're going to turn that flow down here a little bit. It's a little too much. Hold your chest in a lobe when I gauge him. Alright. So what we're doing is we're just kind of blending and mixing a little bit of the pixel information. So the colors are kind of starting to blur a little bit. I mean, not particularly there because those effects of vibrance and drop shadow stuff is all on the corgi, but if I blend this a little bit better, it doesn't look as crazy bad. And I mean, I can technically come here into the corgi layer a little bit and try and not so much there. Wow, 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 wow. I'm going to grab this part here, and then we're going to do pretty much exactly what we just did, but we're going to stretch it out here a little bit, make it feel like it needed to be a little bit more. And let's see if I can... Let's see what happens if I try and do an outer... Not a pattern overlay, not contour, not texture. Definitely, like, it does not need that. Right. So what happens if we reduce all of this crap? That's not doing anything good. Okay, so we can ignore that, and I'm going to go back to this a little bit and just kind of... Or what if I grab this, and then I can do this, and now I can see about hitting a filter with a little bit of a Gaussian blur. And we can also take the patch tool over here and ignore that. Black Air Force energy. Hello. Normal. Wonderful. That is what we wanted. A little bit. Now, at the very least, it's a little better. It does look like there's too much shadow for that particular corgi, but it is using the quote-unquote universal thing. But what if I took away that universal thing? Energy. Not featured. Okay. All right. So I took off the global lighting for the sand corgi. Ah, got him. It was glowing like a super corgi. Yeah, he went Super Saiyan for a second. He went Super Corgi for sure. And that's how you would do a Super Saiyan afterglow effect. Ayy. I just did finger guns at people that can't see me. I am... Just retire me. Let's see what happens. No. That was too much. I just wanted to, like... What happens if I merge this down? Oh, I can merge the clipping mask. So then what happens if I do this? Flawless. Although now she doesn't know all the crazy edits that went into that particular corgi, but it's okay. Now I can take this and toss it back over here. And now for the chill corgi. Wait, oops, that was the patch tool. We're gonna take chill corgi. Whiskers! Moist. Oh god, I'm glad I'm not one of the people that gets, like, freaked out about the word moist. Imagine. Couldn't be me. Ha! Alright. Whoa. Hey, what'd you... There you go. That's much better, much more respectable. Don't go crazy now. I'll leave the glasses just fine. Honestly, the fact that there's the little drop shadow is just amazing. Because I can use the global light on that one. And let's yeah, no, that should be fine. Increase distance a bit. And you also need a noise filter on you too, don't you? Or we could try and do a pointillized pixelation. Let's see what happens. Oh god, that's insane. Although, that'd be funny. Alright, filter, noise, we wanted to add noise. Basically the same amount of monochromatic noise that we did to the others, but I don't know why that one seems like a much more detailed picture, but we're gonna roll with it. And we're also gonna see about doing a little bit of a content-aware blur of what's going on with our pup's fur here. But we don't want to use the magic wand for this one because he does have black fur. So if we try and grab this dark part here, it's going to wind up grabbing more parts of his fur that we don't want to lose. So what we're going to do... no. Damn it! That's what happens when I start to half-ass things a little too much. There we go. That's a little bit better. We'll add that in there. Grab just slightly more to work with there, and now we should be able to do like a filter with a Gaussian blur. I never do. It's too late. Wait. I think I'm gonna add just one other little. I need to really be careful when I open shit. I'm sorry. There was nothing in there that time, but I really need to be mindful. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna grab something from this here. Cause I know scent. Ooh. Okay. Okay, I have an idea. When it all comes falling down, you'll wish I never... Well, I have a couple of ideas. I need to really be careful and mindful with what I'm trying to do. If I go out of scope, I'm gonna be really mad and be doing too much just for this one little fragment of an assignment, when really I should have been paying far more attention to everything else going on. That was CorgiCon at a distance. Like, I was coming up on it. This solid mass of people, that was all CorgiCon. So I think it's evident that I'm trying to find something to put like in the background a little bit. Something up here, because it feels like there's a lot going on here that we edited in, but nothing really going on out there. A lot of my photos are up close things of dogs, though. Alright. But what if? What if I take this and make it really small and good? And okay, I'm gonna do it. We're gonna toss some volleyball in the background. It took me the fuck out! Not the sand corgi chilling in the sky like you wanted. Oh my god. Actually, the spotted corgi looks like it belongs here just by dropping this photo in it. It just kind of meshed with everything. That's crazy. Oh, Jesus. This right here, just this corgi right here in the air completely wrecked me. Oh god. Okay. We're gonna rasterize this photo as we did for all of them. We're gonna call this original volleyball. We're gonna take that, drop it in with original dogs, but I'm just gonna call it originals now. For edit, we're going to take that copy of the original volleyball. We're going to duplicate, or rather we're going to hit copy, and then we're going to click into this and do that. Volleyball for edit. Corgo in the sky. Yeah. Yeah. And let's... There we go. And... I think I'm going to go ahead and group up Chill Corgi edits. Right, volleyball for edit is now, we're going to turn off this, and this, and now we're just here with this. So here's what I'm gonna do. We're going to, shit. Let's see if object selection can do something for this. Let's see what it decides to grab out of this photo with me hovering over this right here. Oh, it doesn't even count it. It's looking for the people and stuff. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna need to manually carve out a little bit here. So we're gonna do this. I'm gonna be editing the part around him quite a bit more. I'm actually gonna come out and accept that. We're gonna take all this. I do not want that one in there. I will accept this and them, and I'm going to carve out that. Yeah, you'll see how it works out. Because now that I have all that, I'm going to chop all that off. Yeah. Bye. Oh, there you go. Oh, how it falls. It crumbles to dust. Alright, now we get to some edits. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do now for this layer, is we're going to go to Magic Wand Tool, and we're going to... Ooh. It's not doing it for me. I think it's because of the tolerance here. So let's drop that tolerance to a 10 and see how that works. Yeah, that feels a little bit better. Not the best though. Let's cancel that. Control D. Okay, yeah, so tolerance of 1, not gonna work. Tolerance of 5, a little bit better. 8. Yeah. I can accept that. What's up? Yeah, it seems tad broken. I haven't, wow. I have never understood the Twitch view count. I'm in here and your mod is in here, counting, but it says 1. Yeah. Yeah, I don't usually pay attention to that anymore. I usually turn my viewers hidden for me, so that way I don't worry about it. I basically just count, if I see the chat or someone tells me that they're lurking, then I know that they're there. That's about it. I just continue talking and talking and talking to fill the void of my life while no one's here. It's fine. I'm sorry. But yeah, the viewer count thing, I wouldn't worry about it. When it comes to these you know, for smaller streamers like me, looking at the viewer count is just going to be painful. So we're getting rid of a lot of the bulk of it. But what we're going to do is we're going to wind up going through with the eraser and making it look a little bit better. Also, we're just going to kind of grab there you go. So I'm going to leave the guys there. So first off, I need to do this. And same with this. least for most of the guy. Alright, we cropped that a little bit closer, and now let's see what we can do about scooting that shit out here. What the fuck did it do? Like, what is it trying to do? Content aware? The size of this is ridiculous. We'll alt-click here. Hello? Will you... No layers are selected. Of course layers are selected. Stop playing with me. What? What is it trying to patch? I don't understand. Oh, Jesus Christ. Void of Silence. It is a killer for me. I feel you. About a month ago, I didn't get the first person chatting until I was 3 hours into the stream. Yeah, no, I feel it. I feel it. And sometimes I like go through a whole stream, because for me, usually my streams are about 3 hours, because when I was active duty, ironically, I would just stream off schedule and stream whenever, because I needed to be able to stream whenever I had the opportunity. I didn't exactly have, you know, the guaranteed, even though you'll see advertisements well, obviously, Whiskers, you know, you've been in. You know the shit where they're like, yeah, it's a 9 to 5, you get good pay. When the fuck was it a 9 to 5, right? So I had no idea when I was getting off work on most cases, so I would stream all the time. And then, like, doing that, I got to, like, I started to get into double digits of viewers, and it was amazing. And I started having chat happen, and then I'd go on mission for, like, 3 months and come back, and everyone's gone. You know, it was like every time I got traction, I got reset. And now that I'm out in the real world, I'm trying to do my education and go into game development and all this other stuff. And I was married. I'm currently waiting for a divorce to finalize. But basically, there was so much happening in my life that I couldn't... Trying to balance everything, it wasn't working. Long story short, like, I just couldn't make things balance the way I needed them to, you know? Where's my history tab here? Because this is starting to get a little bunk here. No, not histogram. I need history. Window. History. Thank you. Let's go all the way back up to the magic wand. There we go. And now we can close that out. Yeah, I was MP, worked all the time, nights, weekends, TDYs, so I feel you on the... Fuck, man, you had the shit job, too. I was just a commo guy. Oh, my watch is telling me to stand up, so obviously I'm going to listen to the technology that rules my life and going to stand up. I know y'all don't see it because fucking camera, but don't worry. So coming next year, I'm going to be reworking my entire apartment. I'm going to be reworking my workspace. I'm going to be working all of that, and I'm not going to have like the limited like for only an office meeting kind of green screen. I'm going to try and like have a whole wall green screen and just various other things. I'm going to deck things out and try and make it so that way I don't need all of these gimmicky things that break all the time whenever I'm trying to do something like the NVIDIA broadcaster camera keeps on messing up on me. Right, so not the content aware tool. I think I'm gonna deselect and then just try and, yeah, maybe? No, I don't think so. We're gonna load the brush with whatever that is. Yeah, no, it's ENG, no good. Yeah, that really loaded the color like crazy. It's grabbing a whole lot of the dark and then it's averaging more dark than it is light. And I'm not sure how I feel about it, because the sand in this photo was already darker than yeah, it's problematic. Let's no, we're going to use the polygonal tool here. Because, yeah, it does make things a little linear, but for precision, it lets me actually move around and stuff and not be like selecting everything in that path. I can't be having that. So we're gonna make sure that this guy gets to keep his hat and his face. We'll trim off like little pieces of it, I guess, over here and over here. And I'm sorry if working at like a pixel level is jarring or disorienting or anything like that, or uncomfortable for eyes. I promise it's not comfortable for mine either. I'm having a hard time with a good balance of things right now, but I will get there. That's the mentality you got to keep, honestly. Like shit, everything will work itself out if you try and work it out. If you just kind of sit back and kind of let the world keep smacking you in the dick until you think that it's been enough and that you've deserved something, it's not gonna work. And I had to take a beating before I realized, you know, I should probably do something else. Go up here, up here, up here, up here. I don't like how that looks, so we're just gonna make sure that all of that is there. Okay. I forgot that I could do that. I forgot that I could literally just drag it out of there and say bye. I'm gonna do this here and get rid of that as well, and we'll go ahead and try and smooth out that stuff, or we can just leave it because it's in the distance, so it's not really going to be too big of an issue now. And now we can do this and clean up this, like, the extra pixely badness here. Beautiful night for a stroll. And we're gonna erase here. Let's see about reducing the size of this a little bit more. A 4-point. Yeah. That'll help. So this used to be a much easier process when I had my stylus. I'm never going to not be mad about that until I like get replacement shit, obviously. So I guess that was a lie. It's not that I'm not never going to be mad about it. It's just that it's very fresh right now, so I'm very, very annoyed. Because now this is all a whole bunch of extra mouse motion that's making my my triple monitor stand fucking wave and freak out whenever I have the standing option on. So I'm a little slower than I would be if I were just, you know, sketching on something that I were holding in my hand. So I'm gonna grab that color right there, and then we're gonna go and use the regular brush, and I'm going to select, I'm going to do something here. Don't worry, we'll figure it out. This is not what I wanted to do either. What is it? What am I doing here? Oh, hey, that's right. I have smudge brushes and everything on here. That's great, actually. Let's take a look at AJ's favorites. AJ done me good. A splash sponge, simplified brush, roughness and lips, sponge, color blocking. Ooh, hair. Yes. I'll take sketchy. Oh my god. Let's drop that size down to like a 4 as well. I see. So her sketchy one also had the opacity turned down a bit. Or maybe I just turned down my opacity. Yeah, I think I did the opacity. Never mind. I do want to change the size of this right back down. I'm working at 1 or 2 pixel points, and I'm cool with it. Oh no, that wasn't the right direction. So we're doing this. So by doing that, we're basically recreating the rope that we partially deleted from the photo. When I said that I wasn't going to do any, like, any stuff, any actual manual drawing, that we were just going to be editing some photos, this was the exception to it that I kind of muttered under my breath. Said for the most part, because you never know when you're going to need to, like, close off an edge or edit something like a more fine-tuned edit like we currently have to do right now. So let's get rid of that right there. Just a little bit longer. We don't need those random dark bits. Come on. Oh, hey. Bow down your knees. Hold your final breath. I'm so down right now. I'm starting to feel it. It's starting to get better. Okay, that was too much. Let's slowly edge our way in there. Yeah. And disaster. I won't stop till you're dead. Alright, so I'm going to turn this back down to like a 10 point. And we're also going to go back to brush, and we're going to do standard because we need to draw the pole back in. Perfect. And now we can go back to the eraser. We're going to get up close here a little bit. We're going to delete the dark bits of sand around her. Not too much, not too much, not too much. Okay. I forgot about this guy right here. It's cool though. We'll clean that up a little bit. Just a little. We're not doing crazy. Just a little. Alright. Take a look at that. We put some background information to go on with this photo, which currently has nothing else going on. So if that were the only edit, I feel like it would eventually they'd be like, oh wait, something's not right with it, and it's because there's no shadows affecting any of that. So we're gonna need to like use the non-global light for these guys. We're going to have it come from around there. We need to reduce that distance a little bit. Definitely reducing the size. We'll take away the noise. Turn down that opacity just a little bit. And okay, maybe like give that the 5% noise. Okay. I feel like that works for those. We have our lovely crew up here at the forefront. And then the others. So if anyone wants to know what I would do to try and put them into like a more sci-fi scenario, I'd probably pick a sci-fi or horror background setting, and then instead of just cutting out these 3 dogs, I would have cut out the primary 3 here. And I probably would have changed up things about their eyes, their muzzles. I could have given them the Resident Evil treatment, given them a little bit of a workover here, but I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do something kind of simple and enjoyable, and I think I kind of met that. So I'm going to group this. Alright, so we can go ahead and close these. So we can go ahead and close that out, or lock it rather. So we have the 4 edits in the originals that we're going to turn off, and if we turn off all this stuff, then we're left with this. If we turn all of these back on, then we've got a nice little, you can see the individual things that we added to this photo. I like it. It's simple, and it almost looks like it's on point here, you know? We're going to save a copy as Arlen underscore Aria N friends. Perfect. We're going to save that to my Creative Cloud first. And it's still trying to save in the background. Oh, I see. It's right down here. So that was saving a copy. Now I can go ahead and save another copy on my computer of Aria and Friends as a PSD first. Let's go ahead and keep that. Let's go to our school drive. We're going to go to animation, and I can go ahead and save that in there. Alright. I don't know why it's taking so long to save now. I think it's because I'm actually running out of space on my drive for stuff. Alright, so we have almost everything here, because now we want to save it on the computer as a JPEG as well. Alright, so first off, Photoshop, we're going to click that, so that way we can then go ahead and do that. And now it'll save as Aria and Friends as JPEG. Perfect. That should be a much quicker save out, and now I can also do save a copy, do that. Oh, it only lets me save as the, I'd need to do an export, I think. Welcome to my domain. it's not going to let me get to my OneDrive, huh? Okay, so what I'm going to do to counter that instead is I'm going to go to the quick access folder here. I'm going to open up that. And I'm going to instead go to open with Adobe Photoshop. Because now having it here like this, I can... Oh god. Alright, so what? I'm going to have to... I did that one tiny thing in the corner so that way I can do a save. Oh, whoops. Let's do save a copy to Creative Cloud. Let's see if it'll save that copy as just the image. I needed to show me that again, because I will forget. If it feels like I'm singing more, or just badly tunelessly humming to the things going on in the background, it's probably just because I'm vibing. Right, I closed out Photoshop, and I technically didn't need to. We're going to open that back up. Because now it's time for me to come up with my next idea, which will use personalized photos, which I think I should have some just chilling in my pictures folder. Ooh, actually, I wish that photo were bigger. Yeah, that one won't work. That's unfortunate. I would have enjoyed that. I would have enjoyed that one too. It's crazy. So many things I would have probably had fun with. Alright. So I'm trying to find a decent, like, photo that I've actually taken, like a photo, and not some screenshot or meme that I just kind of used. Actually, let me also go back into my school folder here for a second, because I've done some stuff. You just do a solo. Okay, maybe, oh no. It's a lot of my texture work. No, that's not the right one. That's not right. Neither is that. No, no, no. Oh, I remember those. I'm sorry, I'm really trying to find particular things. But I can't seem to find where I had put them. Let's see, that's my old summer assignments for History of Games. Nope. My Photoshop projects. I don't know why I have non-Photoshop projects in here as well. It's kind of messing with me. What is this? Oh no, that's a reference for something else. Shit. Maybe, oh no. If I go here. I'm in your head. Wait, what? Let's take a look at those large icons for... Oh my god! Are these all the photos for... these are all the photos from my old fucking phone. From when I was in the army. Yo, I might have some gold in here. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Some of the boys better be ready to be featured on this one. Oh, man. I gotta be careful with what I open here, too. Yeah, thick. Y'all don't need to see my my man titties from when I was getting tattooed. Oh. Not that, not that, not that. Maybe that. This is actually one of the most precious photos I took while I was in. That's not her baby. Not what I should be putting up there, though. Don't worry. I'll find something. Oh no, not with that same person being Santa Claus. Okay, don't tell me that I'm a domino. Always have to go. In my very soul, I'm a domino. Oh, that is not a photo I want to put up there, though. So I still have photos of when my roommate had almost died from ingesting alcohol after they had a oral surgery. So they had some of their the alcohol went straight into the bloodstream. They were not having a good time. They were totally sober 1 second, and then like literally 5 minutes later, after they had laid down for a second, bam, immediately hammered drunk. I was like, dude, are you okay? No, he was not okay. Oh, that's a video. Woo. We're gonna pause the music for a second. Come on, I think I remember someone nailing this one. So I went to make some food, ended up cleaning a bit, and ended up finding a pair of glasses I hadn't seen in like 4 to 5 years. Nice. Man, Sergeant King was not having it. He was scared. I'm sorry, I'm busted up. He did not want them to just come up and smack the button, and people were getting too tired of it. Snitches! Snitching! Jesus Christ. Alright, yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't expect to find the videos that from my life out there. Oh! Okay, I think I have an idea. I need to find the backup photos for this first before I can commit to it. But just hang on, because while I was in Germany, we had DPW come by to fix some things, and the guys that I had there were they literally were Mario and Luigi. So if you give me a moment here, what I'm trying to find is actually not real Morrow. There we go. Nah, not that one. Oh yeah, the parkour versions, that's also acceptable, but I need like a full body of these guys. So that way it'll work out a little bit better. Nah. Nah. No. Actually, those two are perfect. Come here. I'm stealing you both. Yo, I'm so glad that things are blocked right now. I can't even hide that folder right now. That's terrifying. I should really just... I'm leaving that alone. Oh, that would have been like the channel immediately would have been banned. Oh, my energy drinks arrived. They're downstairs. I'm so excited. Siri, shut up unless you can actually grow legs and go downstairs for me. What is this? It is JPEG. So I can go to animation and just drop that JPEG in there for now. I might also grab this one, just for the sake of it. That one won't work as well, I don't think. Battles begin. Okay, let me look back at my original photo here. Oh, let me get... I need a snippet of a, I just need a snippet, a sliver of a profile view. Okay, now let me take a look at this original again. Can I flip the perspective? That one's nice, but not crazy. I need the perspective flip. Oh my god. Or I could just... This might work. Let's see how... They don't have any shots from the angle I need. Are you serious? What are the chances of all the photos that are showing up right now that the one angle I need is the one that they don't take photos of? I think I'll take the actual, like, all the way side profile view, and I'll rotate it as needed. Where was that? There it is. Perfect. Okay, so we have our 3 photos, and then I have my original photo. How many points are considered a lot for the army? What? You mean... What do you mean, points? Points for, promotion? 890 something is considered like the cap, and whenever your points get that high as a requirement to promote, you're just like, nah, fuck it. I'm just gonna go ahead and have retention screw me over and keep me for 8 years as a specialist. Okay. I hope this works. We'll keep that in case I want to try. Oh wait, yeah, I need that photo. Vengeance is my right on me. Take the time you need to just move down your expectations. Your future's on the way. Is anyone interested in my writing assignments? The writing assignments are what my background is. You know, I could have really fancy, really nice things there instead, but instead I have writing assignment due dates, so that way I don't foolishly, you know, miss out on my assignments and screw myself out of life. Oh, looking at my paperwork from getting out of the guard, I had 729 points. Yeah, you probably would have been like one of those people that they would have looked at your points and been like, bro, we're so sorry that you're going through this. Like, there were people that literally tried to fight and get the points at every single possible turn to make their points for the 890 something mark, because like getting over 400 something can be a pain. You can get 400 something passively, casually over the course of the years if you just do your job, right? And do your job right. So, you know, I had plenty of awards, I got plenty of coins, plenty of all that shit. And, you know, my PT tests weren't fantastic, they weren't stellar, but I passed them, and, you know, all this other stuff. And I had points, I was promotable and all that other stuff. I've never had to go to the board, thankfully. I got grandfathered into my promotable status, so they couldn't take it away from me. And yeah, it was a... When you get med boarded out, you actually, if you have 10% or more on your disability rating given to you by the Army, then if you're promotable, you get automatically promoted on the day of your ETS. So technically, I got out as a sergeant. Even though I never actually held the rank in my hand and had it on my uniform and walked around for a day with it, I still got out as an E5. And the only reason that I accept that technicality is because I had E5s, E6s, even one time an E7 coming up to me asking questions and looking for essentially leadership, guidance on things. So I just didn't want to go to the board. That was it. I didn't want to go to the board, and I didn't want to go to BLC because I had a busted leg already, and I didn't want it to make it worse. Okay, now I can open up this new file. Sorry that that I took a little sidebar for a second. You know, someone actually came in here once and said that they asked me if I was actually in the Army because I'd never talk about it. And for anyone that's curious, the reason I don't talk about it is because I didn't enjoy most of my time, but it didn't make it an awful, 100% awful thing all the time, just a majority of the time. Oh, fuck. Okay, let's grab our photo that we're going to be using here. Wait, I deselected it. I'm stupid. Where is it? Germany photos. Yes. Going up. Oh no, where is it? Also, if you want to see a meme that I made, or rather, it became a little meme in our company because eventually I had nothing to do at work, so I did this. That's my CAC. That's all my stuff. That's my uniform top. I just took my uniform top off, left it in the office, and decided to go fuck around. That isn't the photo we were looking for, but it was nice to... It was a fun... There it is! There's the photo. Here's the one we are going to be working on today. As soon as it loads up, there it is. This man with the sassiest stance in the world right here. But we have Mario and we have Luigi IRL German versions that I just found while I was, you know, at the barracks. Let's go ahead and change the size of our canvas here. We have it at an 8x10 width and height, so we're going to change that to a 10x8, 300 pixels. Kind of makes it landscape instead of portrait, which is a little bit easier for us to facilitate here. Yeah, see? Look at that. Barely have to change anything. We're going to hit OK on that. And we're going to rasterize this. So, that's all good. We're going to rename this. Original bomb holder. Okay, now I can grab the other photos that we had grabbed up and put into... Where did we put it? What? Right, we're going to open your location. Perfect. Not as perfect. It's not ideal having that be... But... I'm just going to drop that in there and rasterize and make it ideal cart, or rather original cart. Original Mario Kart. We're also going to drop this one in here. I'm hoping you guys are seeing what I'm going to essentially attempt to do here. So that one is good. We need to... I'll rasterize it later. I can get rid of that now. And let's come here and drop this one in here. Oh, shit, your points. So is there a difference between AD points and career points? Because my, your AD points are less than half my career points. I don't know the difference between AD points and career points. For us, it was just promotion points. That's what it was called, promotion points. That's it. No AD or anything else. It was just points. I don't like how pixely it is, but we'll work with it. Oh, there. It kind of cleaned itself up just slightly. We'll rasterize these two. Hello? I'm missing something here. There it is, rasterize layers. Jesus. Okay. Bros and Kid. And then we'll do this as Original Mario Bros and Brick. Because I'm thinking I'm gonna grab that brick. Or maybe that one that's kind of hidden by a tree, because I think we maybe have... Yeah, there's trees over here, so I'm gonna grab one of the bricks and hide it in the trees. Or a couple of them. Let's see, since I was guard, we apparently have a separate section for when we do stuff under an active duty pay, like going to AT or AIT. Oh! Wouldn't know about that life. Sorry, I did active and I stayed active the whole way, because once they told me that I had a military obligation once I signed anyway, I was like, what's the point in, like, being reservist? It's just going to leave me in my current life situation anyway. I'm going to go active duty, I'm going to have the whole experience, and I'm going to do it all the way through until I decide I'm done with the military, so I'm going to be doing at least 8. Because I knew that once I got out of the Army, I knew that I was not going to want to still abide by federal and Army rules on how I live my life outside of the Army. You know? Because it's basically, they say 1 weekend a month. That means that in my head, I would only be a soldier for 1 weekend a month. Even though they drill it into your head, you're a soldier all the time. No, I would be a soldier for literally just that 1 weekend a month. And that would get me into a lot of trouble, because I would do a lot of stupid shit. I would. If I had stayed in my original situation, and instead of going active duty and throwing myself into that lifestyle and suffering through it, honestly, but coming out the other side the way I am now, and, you know, embracing healthier things and embracing, you know, mental health and all this other stuff, if I had stayed where I was, I wouldn't be me right now. I wouldn't be where I'm at. I probably wouldn't be streaming. I'd probably be dead in a gutter somewhere, honestly. Things were bad. Alright, so we have our originals here. We're going to grab all of these. We're going to group them, of course, originals. And now we're going to duplicate the group. And we're going to call this for edit. So that way we know what we're grabbing. So I was going to try and do something horror, but I found the personal photo and wanted to do something different. input for edit because this is the one that's going to go up at the very top. Okay. Very Super Saiyan, so we're overtaking Broly. Alright. So what do we want to do first here? I think I'm going to cut out the cart first. So let's go ahead and go to Object Selection. We are going to be on this layer, making sure of that. And we'll give this thing a second. There you go. So I'm actually going to select that individual and pop them out. There we go. I got all that. I'm going to... You know what? That's what we want. Okay, so we have just about everything on this one. You know what? We'll cut it out here. We'll hide that. Turn this on, and we're going to create a new layer and paste it. Okay, it wasn't good enough. Yeah, it wasn't good enough here. Alright, looks like I'll just need to add it manually with the lasso, so we're going to do this, and I'll go ahead and carve out whatever a little bit later. There, that'll do it. Oh, wait a minute. We want these. We want that. Who do you trust? Who do you love? I am catching. Let him go. Nah, we don't let him go. Alright, that's not going to work either, so we're going to go ahead and do an addition here. We'll just... There you go. So now we take all of that, which is not the best, but we'll make a better version of it here in a second. Myself, they only jaw. It's only two ways out. You take my mouth, you stain my drawers. Plastic lives. Time. Eye for eye. Alright, so we're going to use the eraser tool. Alright, I think I've been standing enough. Yeah, my feet are indented in my mat, so... We're going to go back to sitting, and I'm going to... We're going to have a little fun with this. Just a little. Because, you know, the image is currently blown up and stuff, but I am going to go through and once I edit the things I need to edit out of it, I'm going to shrink it down, so it'll hopefully look good. So we're going to change the size of, what, is this on the eraser? Oh, yes, yes it is. So Y is... I don't like when it's on the super accuracy mode for the selection. I forgot how to change it back too. Like there's a hotkey for it, and I just don't remember what it is.
Renaissance, bound to my beck and call.
There we go. Come on. Good. Can't mess up Waluigi. Wait, Waluigi? Yeah, Waluigi's on this. That's right. I was like, this is supposed to be a Mario and Luigi thing. Why is Waluigi here? Wow. Nice. We don't want a lot of those green pixels in there, so that's why we're carving into it a little bit. And then, of course, we're going to come up here and get rid of that bus. Okay, maybe not like that. Nope. Yep, that's the one. I am the wraith that can't be tamed. Fighting genius, but y'all thinking I'm dumb. I feel like using the left side of this cursor-based eraser right now is not as easy as the right side, or not as accurate as the right side, I should say. It's all pretty easy. Alright. Great, great color that's happening on those gloves right there, but I'm assuming that it won't look as crazy once I minimize it. Are you trying to make Waluigi look like he's pole dancing? No, he's actually attached to the antenna, so I'm just trying to get rid of everything that was behind the antenna. He is 100% pole dancing. I don't need to do anything to make him look like he's doing it. He's doing it of his own accord. I don't know if he's of sound body and mind while he's doing it, but he's definitely doing it. Come on, get a little bit more of that out. I know it doesn't look fantastic there, but yeah, no, that's awful. I will just literally do this. Hello? Magic. When it isn't charted. Alright, let's turn that up to a 25% tolerance, and close enough. What happens if I turn this off? Okay, cool. It's actually clear. I'm cool with that. I'm just gonna go around and do this. Make you pay. That's not gonna work. Okay. No, not that either. Okay. So we're going to go back to the eraser. Okay, so that's not that bad. Okay. So I have nothing to talk about right now. I'm sorry. I'm just this part is just meticulous OCD. Try and get it as clean as we can, so that way it doesn't show any of the extra crap once we move it into the primary photo. I don't know why that looks particularly like that. I think I'm just gonna get rid of that whole thing. Okay, let's try that again. Hey, what was that? What was it? What was it? Z-Day with a lit totem. Thank you. I thought you were Dusk for a second. I was like, hey, no CS:GO tournaments. Alright. Alright. I'm gonna need to like really shrink down the eraser, or else I'm gonna start deleting things that I don't want to delete, because it's very non-intuitive when I'm using the mouse instead of using the tablet. Who's the baddest? Who's the baddest? Alright. Yeah. So if I hopefully differentiate the glove, or delineate the glove enough from the rest here, I should be able to just like grab stuff with the wand here, at least for this. Yeah, look at that. Not quite like that. Weave. Alright, cool. Oh, oh, almost had it. Get rid of that too. And now we should be able to do that. Nice. Alright. Okay, I can work with it. Because I think if I do this, I should be able to just do that. And if we drop the size of this down to, I'm going to drop it to a 10 point, or a 10 pixel. Yeah, yep. It's not as good, but it will work. And I noticed that the size went back up to 28. Oh, I just got to the part in One Piece where I finally got to meet Kaido. That is an intimidating drawing. Kaido from One Piece is how you intimidate someone with a drawing. Like there's no other way to describe it because he is terrifying. The transformation for Kaido was amazing as well. Like I only saw snippets of it from initially from one of these raps, and I was like, yo, that's a spoiler, but he looks dope. But it was only snippets, right? So I finally get to it, and I see the whole thing, and I was like, it didn't do it justice. It was not enough, and I really wanted the song that they used the clip in to be playing while he was doing the transformation because it was pretty intense. I'm sorry, you'll notice that I'm using Control Z a lot, or rather just undoing a lot, and it's because I don't have the stylus to make it easy. Because I had a whole bunch of stuff, you know, hotkeyed and other stuff. I had my stuff set up, so doing this process would have been much easier. Would have. So we're gonna do that. That's a little bad, but not too intense. We're taking care of this. And now we come in here. Okay. Doesn't look the best, but it will do. We're gonna bump this up again to... That'll do. Because I want to get rid of this happening, because that is one of the lines that delineates the street, left side and right side, so we don't need that. The pound and a Hyuga, yeah! Kurama sucking with Southpaw. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to move. There you go. Alright, so we turn this back on, and ha ha ha! Simon a boogie woogie. I might need to extract the guys. I might need to extract several bits of this and like slide this into a layer of something. Okay, we're gonna cut up the bomb holder original. I know I didn't want to name it for edit, but this is officially now for edit. So we're gonna take this, we're gonna copy, and we're gonna paste up above. Bomb holder base. And from this bomb holder edit, this is gonna be crazy. Mario Karty. Crazy. Alright, so we're going to turn those off. We're going to turn these on and turn off those in particular because this is the bomb holder for edit that we're going to do. And what we're going to do is we're going to use the quick selection tool. No, we're going to use the object selection tool that we were using. Because I'm going to try and like pull some of these guys out of here. This is a nice one to select. Okay. We can carve that out. Almost. We can almost carve that out. There. Kinda. It'll work. I see. Okay. So we're gonna reselect those, make sure that it's good. Okay. So we're gonna cut that out now, and we're going to make a layer up here. Oh. We'll paste that in, and we're going to also reposition it so that way it basically is lined up. Little 1 pixel movements. There. Yeah. I feel like that is the effective layer there for doorway. Because now I feel like if I appropriately take this Mario Karty guy and then drop him back, yeah, that's almost there. That's almost there. Yeah, that's gonna work. Alright, so we're gonna hide that one. Wait, what? Oh, fuck, the base isn't actually lined up right. Just that one? Okay. So that means that turning this on... Okay, so that lines us up. Alright, so let's turn off the base now and go back to our bomb holder for edit, because we're also going to grab up these individuals. Yeah, okay, that grabbed a little bit of the car. And it cut that off too. Okay, so let's make sure that this is right. So he's got that going for him. Nice. And then we need to fix up here because it's grabbing the car. Okay. Oh, they almost got me with that. Are you kidding me? So by selecting that, we're also going to select a little bit more here, if it'll let us. Grab those 4 pixels, make it even. I know, I'm sorry. Bear with me. Alright, so we have all that. Let's go ahead and... He's just fucking gone. Ah, oh, great. And we're going to put IRL or... Mario Man. That's what he is. He's Mario Man. Hello, we're gonna say Flare. Flare353. Thank you for popping in on YouTube. Welcome. How's it going? What you doing? Oof, this is gonna be so smooth. Alright, so we've cut him out. If we turn off the bomb holder for edit and turn back on our base, it lines up perfectly with the one that's already there. That's great. So the reason we're doing that is so that way when we turn on the cart, he is standing in front of the cart. And the cart also needs to be resized too. That's a given. I thought that was already resized. It's honestly working out better than I thought because these guys are all looking at his direction. Yo, this is great. I'm glad I decided on this one. And we can also set up global lighting. You're doing good? Good. That's good to hear. I do apologize in advance if I wind up not seeing your stuff. Oh, shit. I also just realized what time it is. I hate that. I'm going to need to rework our so the streams on all platforms and everything, they're all going to wind up getting reworked and overhauled come next year. We're going to try and redo things a little bit between my summer and fall work. And it's around then that we'll get our video definitely doing a whole lot better. And I also want us to kick up our personal projects starting the fall semester because a lot of my fall semester is liberal arts classes, and I'll go insane if I don't do something game development related. So I'm going to be starting on making little assets here and there for my personal 1v4 asymmetrical horror game, making assets to be used in my personal MMORPG, like thing that I want to do as an end of career thing. Like, I want to make an MMORPG that's so amazing that just it carries me for the rest of my life. And that will be, you know, my World of Warcraft that I make later on in life. And by later on in life, I mean give me like 10 years to really get a team together and start doing a bunch of stuff. We'll really get on that, but we're going to start making little assets and stuff to make really big games and really fun things. But for now, this little Photoshop assignment, just so that way y'all know what I'm going to do to it, and if you keep tabs on my Twitter and my my Instagram, you'll wind up seeing it posted there eventually. But we're gonna grab like this Mario and Luigi. We're gonna put them in the background of the of this area. We're gonna have them like out here, a lot smaller. Maybe one of them just like chilling between here or something, right? Because it's not going to be blocking anything there. Let's turn on the doorway too. There you go. Oh, cool. Wish you best on the project. I really appreciate that. So typically I stream Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays between 2 and 5, and it's currently 5:04. And I know that my stream times are really inconvenient if I want to really get people because people are working in the middle of the day. So it's just going to be for now. I will have a more shifted schedule and everything when the time comes. That's what I'm going to say about that. So I'm going to currently save this with my given first name. Mario Extravaganza. That's what I'm going to call this edit once I'm done with it. I can turn on Mario Man now too, so that way he's in front of it. Okay, thank you for wishing me that best of luck. It's going to carry me through while I finish this up tonight, and I want to go ahead and give thanks to everyone that participated. Rustage, this song is not really conducive to... Okay, you know what, we can do a little DPS Guts intro for this. We're going to go ahead and go to our ending soon screen, and I want to go ahead and do my usual things, say thanks to those that participated both in the mini feed today and in the chat, which for today includes Ubicentric, Devzo, thank you for the follow, and Whiskers. All y'all followed me yesterday, so I really appreciate y'all. I think I had regular matches with y'all off camera, so that was fun. Rustage and Rustage and DPS, like they keep my blood flowing. I actually saw Rustage live here a couple weeks ago. I have a signed one of his albums signed. It was one of the last ones he had for the entire like tour. I have a signed Polaroid of me and him together. It was a fantastic experience. He's a huge inspiration of mine. So if you like Rustage music, you can always hear it in the background of the channel here. And also Daddy Fat Snaps, who's going off right now with his Guts rap. I got permission from both Rustage and DPS to use their songs on my content, so I'm ecstatic about it. But I don't have like Game Boy Jones and them's permission. I still play some of their songs, but it's just going to mute my stuff in the VODs. So that's a thing. So I want to go ahead and say thanks to the chatters today, which involved Z-Day Savior, one of my mods and close friends from my time in the army, and also, Z-Day, seriously, thank you for the resub. 23 months resub, nearly 2 years. You're insane, and I like having you here. Lucky? Yeah, I consider myself lucky for all that interaction with Rustage face to face. He's in LA right now, and I'm kind of mad that I'm in the middle of classes and stuff, or else I would have probably taken the time to go to the anime con that's going on there that he's attending. Just because I could literally just hop onto a what you call it, hop on a plane and go over there. That would have been fantastic. That's something I want to wind up doing once I'm done with school. Is I want to be able to go to conventions and things, all sorts of things regarding gaming and development, and then of course the nerdcore community and anime, and just I need the interaction, you know. And yeah, two goated people for sure. I'm trying to see like DPS live one day. That's my next like I want to see this as my next live rap show. Is I want to go see DPS live. This man is absolutely insane. His brain is phenomenal. Same with Dan Bull. That's one of my gaming goals. I want to make a game so good that Dan Bull plays it and says, I want to make a rap about this, and then he makes a killer rap about it. That's what I want. But that is pretty much everything. No, I wanted to say thank you to Z-Day. I want to thank Whiskers for actually following through and coming back into, coming in and talking to me. I followed him off of an app called Hover, which is basically TikTok for gamers. If you don't know what Hover is, look it up. It's hover.gg if you're trying to go to it on an internet browser, and it's literally TikTok for gaming content that puts people's Twitch thing right on there. So if you like what you saw, you click the button and it takes you right to their channel. It's great. So that's saying thanks to y'all. His next track is an Overlord. Oh yeah, no, I'm tracking that. And actually today, for anyone that does not know, today Rustage is dropping a Spider-Man track. And I'm amazing. Not I'm amazing. I'm amazed, and waiting to see and hear and experience it, because every song that these guys drop is an experience. I think this is a Fable song that's playing right now, actually. Fable is another one that I didn't get permission from. So no, this is Divide. Divide actually had it on their on their Twitter that they just like let people use their shit. So I'm happy with that. And the life goal is goated. I appreciate that. If you stick around to this channel, you'll wind up seeing me make the stuff too. I've got a little leather-bound book of all my ideas that I want to go ahead and make into games, or things that I want to do for parts of games. It's gonna be great. But that's everything for today. I might do some. If I do spontaneous streams, I always mention it in the Discord, and the Discord is if you go to the Twitch channel, which is the same name as the YouTube channel, by the way, Flare, if you wanted to check it out. You don't need to watch the Twitch one, but that is where I have my banners set up, where if you click on Discord, it's an open invite to my Discord channel. And if I ever have to cancel, or I'm doing an impromptu stream that is out of my scheduled time frame, I mention it in Discord. Also, we have a lot of supportive people that talk about a whole bunch of cool and crazy shit. So, that's just the thing. Alright. I think that's everything. I think we covered everything. Yo, check out the Rustage channel. It just dropped. Yes, absolutely. I knew that it was dropping. I just didn't know at what time today it was dropping. So I'm going to go ahead and check that out on my own. Because I need to experience that. Thank you for letting me know about that, Flare, really. And I hope to see you back here once in a while. With that said,